Good day, this is Jnn Weekday News. I'm Lafine Wigan. Here now are the top stories. A fire destroyed a section of the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James last night. According to the police, preliminary reports indicate that the fire started approximately 8:50 p.m. They say the fire damaged a part of the crew room of Ajas Limited and other sections of the building. Chief Commercial Officer at Sangster International, Elizabeth Scottin, said the main terminal was not affected. Ms. Scottin added there had been no report of injury or harm to anyone. However, the fire led to a slight delay in the departures of 2 flights. Members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Jamaica Fire Brigade, and the Jamaica Defense Force responded to the fire and were able to put the blaze under control. Up to late last night, the cause of the fire had not been ascertained. Meanwhile, fire investigators were still at the Sangster International Airport today, trying to determine what started the fire. The Planning Institute of Jamaica PIOJ is reporting a decrease in the unemployment rate as of January 2014. The rate at that point was 13.4%, compared with 14.5% at the same time last year and 14.9% 3 months earlier in October. According to the PIOJ, the labor force increased by 20,500 persons to 1.13 million. For the period January to March this year, real gross domestic product grew by an estimated 1.6%. This resulted largely due to increases in the goods producing and services industries. They grew by 5.6 and 0.3% respectively. Inflation for the quarter under review was 1.7%. The main factors which contributed to the inflation rate were housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels. And the PIOJ is forecasting further growth in GDP for the April to June quarter within the range of 0.5 to 1.5%. The Transport Minister has indicated that consideration will be given to the use of concrete to repair or construct roads. Over the years, there have been calls for the government to expand the options in relation to materials used in infrastructure development. In his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives yesterday, Dr. Omar Davies said he's now convinced about the effectiveness of concrete as a viable material. The minister added that recently a local and an international firm were invited to make a technical presentations to the political directorate and officials in his ministry and the National Works Agency NWA. Davies said following those discussions, the Transport Ministry has decided on a policy shift with regards to road repairs and construction. In sports, Jamaica international footballer Marlon King was sentenced today to 18 months in prison and banned from driving for 3 years after admitting to dangerous driving in an incident last year. The incident left a motorist with a broken arm. The former Watford, Wigan, and Sheffield United striker pleaded guilty at Nottingham Crown Court to the charge. King committed the offense on his 33rd birthday while driving a Porsche Panamera on April 26 last year. King was due to go on trial after pleading not guilty to the charge of dangerous driving at an earlier hearing. However, he changed his plea to guilty last week. The Reggae Boy is currently without a club after he was released by the league Sheffield United in December. King served an 18-month sentence in October 2009 for groping a young woman and then breaking her nose after she rejected his advances. And those were the headlines for this hour. You can watch our live stream at JamaicaNewsNetwork.com. I'm Lafine Wigan, and this is JNN News Worth Watching.